Little Southern Thursday night football action this week. New Orleans Saints at home taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars in what could be a good old-fashioned defensive slugfest. That's right, the D stands for more than just Duval these days.
To the air he sent. Football is loose. Jacksonville has it. And right on cue, it's Josh Allen, game wrecker.
Let's start with three key matchups / questions that will potentially dictate the outcome of the game. You can provide your own in the comments section so we all have more to contemplate. This first one will very much sound like a Dan Will Ferrell Fouts commentary. Which team scores more points? But more specifically, what are the chances New Orleans offense that struggles to score points puts up 22 plus versus Jacksonville's defense?
Steps up in the pocket, and here it is. It is picked. Andre Cisco. Unbelievable.
If a team doesn't hit that mark, it's hard to win. Jacksonville has only allowed one team to go for 23 plus in 6 games. Bills and Chiefs are on the list of teams who haven't against them.
Minshew set again. Trayvon Walker. Roy Robertson Harris was also in on the party.
Coupled with a Saints Derek Carr offense that has scored more than 20 points just once in 2023. They were trying to get to 20 on the final play of the game last week, came up short.
Fourth down, Carr unloads. Texans take over on downs. 15 seconds, and this will seal it.
Carr did throw for over 300 yards versus the Texans. Rashid Shaheed, 2 catches for 85 yards last week, a score. Taysom Hill caught 7 passes, 49 yards. Michael Thomas, 45 yards. Alvin Kamara, 36. Chris Olave, close to 100.
Carr floating one, and he held on. That's Chris Olave. That was some good hands, strong hands.
Yet, just 1 touchdown and 13 points to show for it, 6 for 15 on 3rd down, gave it away twice, and it sort of symbolized how they've fared offensively so far.
Carr on 4th down to Kamara. 2 Texans are there. He's not going to get it. Not going to get it.
Talking point number 2, Carr versus Jacksonville's blitz / Josh Allen. If you send extra heat over 30% of the time, that's a lot. Jacksonville has. Josh Allen had a strip sack last week, and he has 7 bags on the season.
And they bring an extra rusher, Ritter on the move, and he'll be swarmed. Hard to know where the blitz is coming from. Josh Allen got home.
Carr has gone from a mid-80s rate to a 78 rate versus 5+ pass rushers in 2023, so he doesn't get better against extra bodies. He's taken 2 sacks or more in every game after getting dropped twice by the Texans week 6.
Here they come. Carr is going to go down. Sacked at the 30-yard line.
Question number 3, Saints defense is used to their offense not putting up points, but how many can Jacksonville put up on theirs? New Orleans high given up 26. They've held teams under 21 in 5 of their 6 games.
Stroud from the pocket fires, and it's intercepted. The first of his career.
Trevor Lawrence tends to be the key to Jacksonville's offense. He'll be having to try and move the ball on one of the best secondaries in the NFL, holding quarterbacks to the 2nd lowest rate so far, just 5.5 yards per attempt.
With a nice hit by Taylor, the defensive back, read it well.
Is the list of QBs they've faced super impressive? Tannehill, Bryce Young, Jordan Love, Baker, Mac Jones, CJ Stroud. You decide where Trevo fits. Didn't have to do much versus the Colts, threw for a couple touchdowns.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence near side, touchdown, Brenton Strange.
Lawrence is having an okay year, not an it year, but 7 touchdowns, 3 picks, rating over 90 at least. Nothing very notable about his preferred targets in their most recent win. He didn't have Zay Jones, so he spread most of his 181 yards to tight end Evan Ingram, wide receivers Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk. None with big numbers. Kirk did score.
Lawrence has it shot wide open. Christian Kirk, touchdown.
New Orleans is top 5 in rating allowed to wide receivers, top 10 versus tight ends. Pressure rate in the mid-30s, that's solid. Carl Granderson bagged Stroud last week, has 1 in back-to-back games, leads the team now with 4.5.
Stroud from the pocket. Oh, and he's swallowed up by Granderson.
All right, X factors, the run games. Both teams have electric backs with subpar numbers facing top-of-the-line run defenses. Travis Etienne had a sub-4 yard per carry day versus the Colts. He's under 4 per run for the year, facing a Saints defense holding backs to 3.6 a carry.
Damian Pierce Anderson. The Saints are ready. He'll lose yardage. Anderson got there first. What a game he's having.
Alvin Kamara, he can be electric, but he's under 4 yards per carry 2 games in a row now. Jacksonville's defense versus running backs, just 3.4 yards per carry allowed, so advantage defense here again.
They keep it on the ground here, and it was Smoot able to get there as Moss is buried.
This may not be a track meet, but it's a good game between two teams that both really need that win. Lay out your keys to the game in the comments section, or just one that you think matters most. Put a prediction bow on it like these.